Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, I don't remember what we were doing, to be honest. We were working on some stuff, I'm sure, but I think we were trying to get some things done. I don't actually remember. It's been a while since I've recorded this. I got sick, and unfortunately just didn't feel up to recording. So, today we are going to be having some fun. We're gonna get some stuff done with the the achievement book. We're gonna try to get some achievements done, and in order to do that, we're gonna need some more cobblestone, because we're gonna be fighting the Botania boss today, presumably. That is the plan, anyways. So let's get a whole bunch of stuff. As you can see, the reactor is coming along quite nicely. I'm currently making a whole bunch of the reactor control rods up top, and then I will continue just filling that in and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm debating what I want to fill it with, if anything, to begin with. Might want to use just some, like... I have a whole bunch of jelly cryothium. I could use that. Might use something else. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But anyways, let's get just a little bit of a lip here. And I think that's good. So F7, we're going to light this up just pretty quickly. And this is going to be an area where we fight the Gaia Guardian twice, hopefully today. But I have some very exciting news. We finally got something that I've been waiting for quite a while. So there was two dimlets that we were trying to get. One of them was the dragon dimlet, which was eluding us a little bit. And the other one was the draconium. Well, we got the draconium, and we're currently trying to get enough power so that we can actually do something with it, and then start into draconic evolution more heavily and all that kind of fun stuff. Well, I finally got the dragon dimlet, and it's not as expensive, I don't think. It might be close, but we finally have the dragon dimlet. I got that just by exploring around and doing the things that I normally do between episodes. So that was kind of awesome. So yeah, we're gonna be able to basically make a dimension, and we're gonna do this first because this will be a little bit quicker. We need to make a realized dimension. So empty dimension tab. One of those. It'll take a second. What is it actually making? Because I'm making a whole bunch of charcoal right now. Oh, it should already be done. And it is. Cool. So we have the dragon. We're gonna want... let's see. We're gonna want a features. It doesn't really matter. Orbs are fine. But I want the features just so that I can do... I was like, how? Let's see. It'd be in this one. We're going to want the features to be material default. The reason being is just so we can save any costs that might come up from getting orbs that are just dumb things. That I don't really want to deal with. So this will allow us to get hopefully a dragon. I also want effect none, just to make sure. Now it's going to make the cost a little bit more, but hopefully it won't be too bad. But we should be able to put dragons and the effect none, and other way. Material default, yes, we do need the features. So dragons, store, and that requires 13,472. How much does the draconium cost? Yeah, so it is considerably cheaper than draconium. And its maintenance cost is, yeah, only about 10,000 RF per tick. So we could go ahead and make this dimension. I'm gonna want to do this. And we're going to want to grab our crossbow. And I could probably have made a better crossbow using lumium, I realize, but doesn't matter too much. Bolts. Which one is better? These are much better. So you know what? We can presumably. How much does it cost to make 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Presumably we can switch them, right? I already made one and it didn't. I didn't like it for some reason or something. So the arrow speed goes way down, but the draw speed does as well. What do we currently have? Pink slime. You know what? I want more shots. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to throw that away. And now this will shoot. Those are really heavy, though. So that is getting plenty of power. Let's grab this guy. Let's grab the other bolts. What are these bolts? Enderium? Manulin. So take those out. We have effective. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyways, we should be able to go ahead and teleport once to dragons. Let's see what kind of world we have. Hopefully it's something good. We have our good armor on. We have our magnet on. Looks like normal materials. And there's an ender dragon. And there's another ender dragon. And there's a third. Yeah, I need better bolts. So yeah, we're just gonna get ender dragons, and I can't hit any of these guys, so let's teleport back. Let's grab the other bolts. Maybe they'll be better. And head off back into the dragon dumblet, and maybe, just maybe, get a couple of dragon kills. So teleport. So yeah, there are dragons around, and it's just not working too well. I'll have to design a better thing, but for now, we have a dragon dimlet. That's the important thing. We don't really need to do much there right now, but I think, what is the fiery bowstring? Obsidian tough binding. Arrow speed. Lumium is causing problems with the arrow speed. I probably shouldn't have changed that. Oh well. We can replace that again and see if that helps. The Signalum has an okay draw speed. We could put that on there just to see if it's any better. What am I doing? It goes in here. So that will go from a draw speed, yeah, considerable, but the arrow speed will go much faster. But that draw speed is so bad. Alright, so I will make a better bow. And we'll probably use the other arrows. But it doesn't really matter for today, because we're not going to really be doing much with... How good are these? Weight is 5. If I shoot one of these, how does it look? Yeah, that is such a slow draw speed. But that's not bad. You know what? Let's dial it once. I just want to see how good this is. Alright, so we'll teleport. we're going to fly directly up. And I missed. But yeah, we're going to have dragons everywhere. I don't know how much damage that did. And I don't even know if it's worth it. But, okay, whatever. We'll come up with some better stuff later. Once we have some draconium, we should be able to make the draconic bow, which is amazing. So, I don't know, we'll figure things out. Anyways, today the main thing that I want to work on is... Why did I put that away? Dislocation. So today we are going to focus on doing some Botania stuff, and specifically we're going to be fighting the Gaia Guardian. So that's why we have this big area out there. But before we can really fight him, we need to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to need a beacon. So do we have a nether star? We do not. We have some wither skeleton skulls, so we can pretty easily get this taken care of. And soul sand, not a problem. So we just come over here and do our thing. Make sure there wasn't already some in there. But just something like this. And, oh great. Come on. There we go. Cool. So we will get the wither to spawn, and then he'll promptly die, giving us our nether star. I don't know why it doesn't pick it up. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. We can put that stuff in there. I'll keep the... we don't need the VCO. So the nether star is the first part, because we need a beacon. Beacons are going to be used for the center of this fight. So we're going to need to make one. It's just a matter of getting the nether star, some obsidian, and glass. Easy, easy. We are also going to need some iron blocks or something to... What is something we have a lot of? We have a ton of ferrets. You know, we have a lot of aluminum. I don't really have a use for it, so I think aluminum can be used for beacon bases. Yes, it can. So we need 9 of these. And then we're going to need 4 pylons. And these pylons are the purple ones. What are they called? They're not mana pylons. They are Gaia pylons. So we're going to need a little bit of pixie dust and elementium. But most of that should not be bad. We're going to need 4 diamonds. 4 mana diamonds, that is. And we could probably make this stuff over here. So let's go ahead and get rid of that and that. We're going to need some gold, probably. I'm currently trying to process some gold. And you know what? Because it started raining, let's sleep. I'm currently trying to process some gold helmets through the system, trying to get all the enchants and all that kind of fun stuff off of them, and all that fun stuff that we've done before. But we need 8 of those, so we make 4 mana pylons, and then we're going to upgrade those to Gaia pylons. So we need pixie dust, and we're going to need more pixie dust. Alright, that is not too much of a problem. And then elementium, we're going to need a couple blocks of that. But that should not be too much of a problem. So if we look at the Lexic Botania, let's see, Alphamancy, Ritual of Gaia. So requires an active beacon with some Gaia pylons. Yep. We'll need to visualize this, and I want to put this into the ground so that I guess that's fine. So that's basically how we need to have it. So we can go ahead and put some of the stuff. And I don't know if that's centered or not, but it looks fine. And then that guy. Put some torches around it. Doesn't really matter too much. This fight is not that hard. At least the first one. With the gear we have, we should be fine. We'll see. But we are going to need to get some more pixie dust, which means more mana diamonds. And... not mana diamonds, mana pearls. And we need to open up this guy again. So I never really did much with the mana over here. Do I have... I should have a bunch of cake that I can get. Yeah, we have 65 cake. I think that is plenty of cake for the Cakey to just make a ton of mana. And what's gonna be the best way to get the mana over there? We could make more. I think making sparks, a dispersive spark would be really good. So spark, what is the dispersive augment? So it's pixie dust, mana steel, and rune of water. So pixie dust, mana steel, and a rune of water. So something like this. I don't think it matters. But this is dispersive, so we put that on there. And he'll disperse to every mana pool that has a spark. It should. Now, can he see those others? We don't have our wand on us. He can. So, what we should see is nothing. Is dispersive the one we wanted? So let's go back to, let's see, mana manipulation, sparks. That's not what I want. It's in Alphamancy, isn't it? Resources, no. I think it's gonna be here. Yeah, sparks. So. Oh, dispersive is not what I wanted. Whoops. Oh well. So we take the dispersive off. We'll put dispersive back in here. That charges the player. That's not what I wanted. I think what I want is recessive. Dominant will pull from any non-augmented until it's full. Recessive will output to any non-augmented or dispersive pools. Okay, so we want a recessive. That is the key. And then isolated is to make it so it doesn't react. So recessive is earth and those things. So we'll get that taken care of. Pretty easy. We put that on there and he'll start sending mana to these guys. Pretty rapidly too. So making more Cakey might not be a bad idea. How bad would that be? More Cakey is gluttony and pixie dust. Do we have any gluttony? We can make a bunch of gluttony runes. These are just mana diamonds, winter and fire. So we just keep the winter and fire and just keep making the gluttony. But in order to make those, we would need, I'll say 2 orange, 2 brown, 2 white. 2 orange, 2 brown, 2 white. And then the pixie dust that I have. So I'm going to throw in like a stack of pixie dust. And all we have to do is this, that, and that. And then my magnet's on, so we need to shift Q. And then to get the floating, we just need to have a floating flower already, which is one of these guys. You know, let's turn our magnet off right now. Just one of these guys thrown in. doesn't actually matter which mana pool, so that we're going to need a flower plus 2 glowstone and a piece of dirt, I believe. I believe it's something like this. There's a glimmering, pasture seed, and we'll need dirt. And that will make our floating Kekimuris, so we can have a second one to do some stuff to hopefully make this go a little bit faster. So we'll just put that guy right here. Make sure he is bound to him, and we'll give these guys more cake. So that is pretty much gonna be it for this part. These guys should have plenty of we're getting there. We'll have plenty of mana. And we can upgrade our mana spreader very soon. So once we fight the Gaia Guardian once, we should be able to upgrade it. So that's really all that matters. We're just going to need some more mana pearls. And ender pearls should not be too difficult to come by. We should have plenty. We'll take all 16. Turn them into we'll throw 8 in there and the other 8 in here. Perfect. So as soon as that's done, we'll be able to get access to everything. Do we have any lotuses? Nope. Okay. And that's a quick check. So while we wait, let's go ahead and put our Thaumanomicon in there because we don't really need that. And you know, we can look at this guy real quick. So the big thing that we're working on, that's what we were doing. We were getting the Moo fluids, which I have taken care of, and that is all up and running, working quite nicely. And there is one barrel that's empty because, well, I had doubles in here. There is whatever 23 cows in here, but there's 2 of them that are the same. So if we have something else, we can put it in there. But as you can see, all of the stuff has stuff filled up, and so we have 20 different cows automated. Kind of nice. Let's go look at our nether fortress to see if this has started switching yet to dirt, and it is slowly. So we're gonna be getting some materials, but yeah, this is gonna take forever, but that's okay. We're gonna get a whole bunch of netherrack for it, so that's kind of cool. But that is finally working. Yeah, it's gonna take a good while to actually finish up, but whatever. We'll get there. So how are we for mana? Do we have enough mana to actually open up the portal? We might. Let's go ahead and try. Looks like we do. Cool. So we should just throw these in there, and we'll get a bunch of pixie dust. And you know what? We're gonna leave that open for now. But we should be able to go ahead and make the Gaia pylons, and we'll put that stuff back in. What is the recipe for? It's iron. Okay, so we could make a bunch of mana steel at some point, probably, but I'm not gonna worry about it. You know what? This is so expensive. I'm not gonna leave that. So we have the Gaia pylon, so that should mean we can go back over here and place them down around our beacon and go ahead and start the fight. So it is up a block, so we are going to need to do one of these. And it's somewhat hard to position these. I don't necessarily like where they are, to be honest, because they'll get in the way, but not that big of a deal. So there we go. I guess it wanted I guess it wanted a iron blocks, but we should be able to go here. Click this and unvisualize. So awesome. We can now fight the Gaia Guardian. And that, honestly, I'm looking, our armor is not enchanted or anything. We could go ahead and put enchants on it, I think. I think you can enchant this stuff. I hope so. We're going to try. And yeah, hope for the best. So this is an achievement for the remainder of Botania. We just have to kill the Gaia Guardian and the Gaia Guardian 2, who's a little bit more difficult. Do we have any flasks? Do we have any potions of strength? 8 minutes, sure. We'll take a potion of strength. Diamond, let's see, apples. We have a couple jeweled apples we could use. We have a couple gold apples as well. So we might as well use these. And bows are pointless to use. So I'm trying to think what else might we want. Protection armor. Protection 4 would be awesome. So let's just look up enchanted book. And we have power 5. Don't need that. Protection 2. We have 11 protection 2 books. So let's take 4 of those. And is there anything else that's super good? What was it that needs protection here? It's dark steel. We have any protection 3? We have projectile protection. We have some protection 3s. So you know what? Let's go ahead and we're going to take 10 levels. We're going to get protection 4. Let's get 20 levels. Why not? I don't really care about levels. There's protection 4. There's protection 4. And let's get 2 more protection 2s. And a protection 4. So we'll take our armor off. And can we put protection 4? We can. It's going to require 8 levels probably each. So we'll get that taken care of. That taken care of. 7 levels on that, and 8 levels. Why is... I find it interesting that the other one is cheaper. But who cares? Let's get these guys all taken care of. And we have protection 4 Zaviccio armor now. That's not bad. Can we put sharp? I wonder. That is going to take a lot of work, but is that going to give us protect our sharpness 10 on a book? Because if that does, that might be a little overpowered. We'll see what comes up, but I'm not too worried about the Gaia Guardian, but he is a little bit annoying. Something we can also try to do. We'll look into seeing if it's important. We got the unbreaking though. Dang it. Alright, well, that's fine. We have an axe with sharpness 3. We could extract that off of it. So let's do that. And see if we can't get a sharpness. Now, there is... Let's see, Wither... There is no Witherless Rose, so we'd have to make the Infernal. An Infernal Wand would work, but that's going to require some Pride Shards. Is that really worth it? One of the effects that the Gaia Guardian will have the second time around is he'll have the ability to basically wither us. So if that becomes an issue, we'll deal with it then, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. So can we put sharpness on our sword? I'm not entirely sure. This, I don't think, works. No. So, oh well. We can put that back away. Can we put any more quartz on it? So let's see. Oh yeah, we can put more quartz. So let's get a bunch of quartz. And we're just going to put as much quartz on this guy as we possibly can. And there we go. Cool. So we have 12.5 hearts of damage. That's not too bad. So let's just jump right into this and let's fight the Gaia Guardian. So, only other thing I can think of to do would be heart canisters. Heart canisters we could make. They'll take a bunch of apples and stuff like that, but that wouldn't be too bad. But one thing, do we have like a health boost? No health boost. Okay. So, smite. Not what I wanted. Oh well. Let's go ahead and fight the Gaia Guardian. So, in order to do this, you just come over here, and I believe you shift click, and this starts the Gaia Guardian. Now this is relatively loud, so apologies for that, but the Gaia Guardian looks exactly like you. He also likes to teleport around and cause these like area effect stuff. You can't fly, he disables flying, and yeah, pixies do damage, that kind of stuff. There's the wither effect. Like I said, we can get rid of that if we want to. Let's treat it to an apple. So that'll give us a bunch of health and everything good. So, here in a second... Also, this music is really good. Once he gets close to dying... Which, by the way... something interesting about the Gaia Guardian is he does get more difficult if there's more players during the fight. So, fighting him solo is different than fighting him in a group, because he's going to be more powerful. Also, having the Terra Blade is a little bit more advantageous because you can hit him from range. All other projectiles just kind of bounce off of him. This is supposed to be an annoying fight. So, he's almost there. And here soon, he's going to do a different little ability. Yeah, I'm going to want to get rid of the Wither, I think. So now he's going to be floating up above and summoning mobs. But this will be easy enough. Just kill the mobs. No issues. And... oh god, compressed skeleton. They're gonna run away because they're bleeding. Or, they're on fire, not bleeding. Definitely the thing to worry about is witches. I have fire resist because of the gold apple. It's really nice. And he should be about done. I think he is. So So he's going to fall back down, and we're going to go back to this. He's almost dead. So... oh, come on. I don't really want to eat another good apple, but we could. He's got like one more hit. And there we go. He's dead. So, what does the Gaia Guardian drop? Well, he drops epic shaders, he drops miniature red hearts, and he drops Gaia spirits. Now, the Gaia spirits are what we want for a couple of different things. Now, let's let's go ahead and make some better stuff for the second fight, because that was a little bit more of a challenge than I'd like to admit. So first things first, we're going to take this guy, and we're going to take one piece of Terra Steel, and the Terra Steel gets wrapped with the Gaia Spirits to get the Gaia Spirit ingot. This is what's used to fight the second tier. The second tier is much more difficult, but much more rewarding. So, yeah, let's go ahead and make, let's see, usage of this, we need a Dragon Stone to make the Gaia. So this, and this, does it matter? It does. It gives you the Gaia Mana Spreader. So we put this guy right here, and we'll bind him like so. And this is the best mana spreader in the game. So can we get some cake? We can throw all this stuff in here. And yeah, there we go. Cool. So we get some cake, and as you guys will see, this will make a lot of mana relatively quickly, because the cake immerse, once it generates the mana, it basically goes right through. So we'll just kind of put cakes around, and it will gain a bunch of mana. But if we take a look at this guy, so he's like getting a little bit and immediately transferring it. Now this is also transferring it to these guys, so not really much being used there, but we'll take the spark off for now, and he'll gain a lot of mana. So there's that. Next thing I want to go ahead and do is make, let's see, we need a little bit of living wood, I believe, and we're going to go ahead and make the Terra Blade. And the reason being is this guy shoots beams. Takes a little bit more durability, but we also have the ability to enchant it with, well, I think sharpness 5. So we need 60 nether quartz and a book and quill. So let's craft a book. And book and quill should be pretty easy to get. And then nether quartz. Take basically a stack. And we need 29 levels, which we have. And then we should be able to go ahead and enchant this guy with 8 levels, so we need 5 more levels. And there's a sharpness 5 Terra Blade. So 13, it's not quite as strong, but it's going to be a ranged weapon for us because that. So we have that. Now we're also going to want to do a little bit of Thaumcraft, I think, to get the Infernal Rod. So if we want that, we're going to want to get Salus Mundus, which should not be too much of an issue. Do we have any balance shards? We do. Do we have any Salus Mundus? If I can type, no. So balance shard, take one of these, and we'll cook it up real quick. I forgot I was making a bunch of iron. Huh. So put that in there, and we'll just float on down here and cook that up. Didn't get it. By the way, the Gaia Spirits can be used to make a ton of stuff. I don't even know what half of this stuff is or what it's used for. I know this makes like a floating island, which is kind of cool. This thing makes, basically it throws out little beams of power. Don't know what the Cloak of Virtue does. And then the Gaia Spirit Ingot really isn't used for anything other than... Oh hey, that's how you can make end portal frames. Didn't know that. The Gaia Spirit Ingots are not really used for anything. In fact, they have no other use. The idea is you have something that's super magical, like Terra Steel, and then you think, well, if I combine it with something that's even more magical, it'll be even better. And that's not the case. It makes it completely useless. So there's that. Let's see. We need, for this guy, we need the Salus Mundus, Soul Sand, Nether Quartz, Blaze Rod, I believe. We have no Blaze Rods currently. So you know what? Let's get that. Come down here. Switch those out, and we'll get some Blaze Rods being made. The reason for that is because we've used up a lot of power from something, and this has to replenish the Eye of Enders, so we're not getting any Blaze Rods, because we do need one. Yes, we need one in the center. The problem is going to be the Pride Shards. So let's see, do we have, let's see, Nether Quartz, Wither Skull, both easy, and then steal a Blaze Rod real quick, the Salus Mundus, and a Blaze Powder, and then 2 Pride Shards, right? Yes. And then we need Suburbia, Infernus, and Magic, Praecantatio. So do we have those? We have 7 Praecantatio, so we're going to need a little bit more of that. We're going to need Infernus, which Netherrack would work, or I think Netherwart would actually be better. But we also need Superbia, which golden armor would be the best. So can I just burn these? I can. Cool. So that is that. And then the Infernus, I think Netherwart has a little bit of magic in it. Yeah, so let's just take a stack of that, and we'll burn that up as well. Let's see, golden boots. We'll just get a bunch of those, and they'll burn up and give us hopefully the things we want. So there's Superbia, and we'll get all the things we need for this guy. We just need to get Pride Shards. And so let's get our Thaumanomicon, which I recently put in here. I want to see if there's a way to get Pride Shards that doesn't involve actually doing anything of work. So Pride Shards are one of the Nether Shards. They are attuned to a different deadly sin. Pride are when a creature of truly great power is cut down to size. So we have to kill the Wither in the Nether. Now there usually is a way to get other shards, but looks like this pack doesn't have that. So we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, that's fine. So I guess we're going to have to go kill a Wither in the Nether. So yeah, this will be fun. We do have good armor. Let's grab our bow. And we might want to do 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. soul sand. And let's see, I'm going to want to go ahead and set up the ritual, the infusion rather. So that goes there. And cool. So that should be fine. We just need to find a place to actually do the fight. And I think we're gonna grab our angel block and we're gonna grab some. Oh, I guess just cobblestone. We have some cobblestone on us, so let's just go into the nether and hopefully make this work. So we can fly. Let's just come over here. We have our magnet on. We'll put down this guy. Put down a little bit of protection. And go ahead. And build the wither. So I don't know how much damage this is going to do. Hopefully not that much. Like, hopefully we do enough damage to kill the wither relatively quickly. And I was holding shift. Don't hold shift when you shoot. I missed. He needs to come after me. There we go. There we go. So there's 2 prize shards. So that's all we needed to do. Let's get back home. And I'm gonna go ahead and scan the prize shards. Just because. Can we scan anything else? Rare shaders, no. Okay, wither skulls we can scan. Not really anything of value. Okay, so let's put that stuff away. We don't need the nether star or anything like that right now. And assuming we have everything we need for this, we should be able to make this guy. We just need to see what do we have in the system. So we have 3 Superbia. God, this is taking forever. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to let this stuff cook down. We're going to make the Infernal Rod next time. And then kill the Gaia Guardian version 2. I'm going to try to make my crossbow better again. Probably get some pink slime or something. We have a decent amount of pink slime, so I could probably just do one of these. Make the pink slime crystal. I can get pink slime pretty easily. We have it captured, so it's just a matter of getting it done. But yeah, so that is going to be pretty much it for this episode. We'll make the Infernal Rod next time so we don't get withered. We'll take on the Gaia Guardian version 2. And you know what? Before we go, I almost forgot. Click. There we go. Cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to continue working on the reactor as well. And yeah, it should be fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!